Join us on an epic gravel adventure up to Ship Mountain Lookout, located in the Six Rivers National Forest. We're going to leave our Big Flat Campground and then head up Big Flat Road. It's a beautiful road, but it turns steep very quickly. It's a mix of dirt and pavement. Along the way, we'll encounter the very rare pitcher plant. It's a carnivorous plant, and it only grows in a few places in the world. We see other wildflowers as well. As we get up higher, we recognize that we're in the Port Orford Cedar Management Area. As we get nearer the top, it gets so steep that we can't even ride our bikes anymore, so we're forced to push them up the hill. Eventually, we arrive at the gorgeous fire lookout, and we enjoy a lunch there. So come along on this adventure, and let's check this out. As we leave the Big Flat Campground and start up the road, the scenery is amazing. The road's not too steep, and there's beautiful trees and meadows along the way. The riding is easy, the road is quiet, and everything is wonderful. We pass a sign that says Ship Mountain Lookout is 11 miles ahead, and lo and behold, the road becomes very steep and difficult. It's a far cry from what we're experiencing now. We've got a brief downhill, we cross a creek, and then the climb begins in earnest. And boy, is it steep. There's a lot of scenery to look at on the way up. However, the most noticeable thing is how steep the road is. It's cracked up pavement. Sometimes it's paved, sometimes it's dirt, but eventually it turns to pure dirt. As we get higher up, there's a clearing, and it looks like it would be a great place to camp, but we continue on our way, grunting and grinding up the steep dirt road with loose rock. Eventually, we get to an area where there's some nice scenery. It opens up and we can see the beautiful peaks in the distance. Eventually, we come to a closed gate. The gate is closed because of the Port Orford Cedar Management Area. I guess what happens is there's some sort of fungus or something that can get on the car tires when it's wet. Cars bring that fungus up high, and then it affects the cedars and they die. So they want to keep cars out there until things are very dry. But you can get by on a bicycle or hiking.
The California pitcher plant, Darlingtonia Californica, is native to Del Norte County, California, where it can be found in marshy areas, seeps, and bogs. The plant is known for its unique cobra-like appearance, with bulbous hooded leaves that lure and trap insects. And we're fortunate enough to see many other wildflowers along the route.
Eventually, we take a left and we turn up toward the Ship Mountain Lookout, and it is extremely steep and difficult. We can ride the first part of it, but eventually it becomes so steep it's impossible to ride, and we're forced to walk our bikes. These are gravel bikes. Maybe you could make it with a mountain bike or an e-bike, but with what we had brought, it was just way too steep to ride. Eventually, we make it to the lookout, and it's a beautiful spot. Rumor has it that during certain times of the year, you can actually rent this place and stay up here. Feel free to check it out. We enjoy a great lunch and the views at the top.
Naturally, the panoramic views from this fire lookout are absolutely spectacular. The fog begins to roll in, and it's time to put on our wind vests. Then it starts to cool off a bit, and we decide maybe it's time for us to start making our way down the hill, but not before taking in a spectacular view and an overlook.
It's mostly uphill to get to Ship Mountain Lookout, so on the return it's just a lovely and quite easy descent. We can just boogie along without doing too much pedaling, and the scenery is amazing. Eventually we're down near the flats again, and we're enjoying these beautiful meadows. Although it's still slightly downhill, it's not as steep as it was. But the ranches along here and the old homesteads are really quite beautiful. As we get closer to the campground, we're back into these beautiful tall trees.
There are a few homes nestled in this area, and it seems like a really nice, peaceful place to live. Quiet and beautiful.
Eventually we take a right, and that's the road back into the Big Flat Campground. We arrive back at the campground. We're thoroughly tired, but what a great and beautiful ride it was. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for watching.